Good morning, everybody. It's music time with Miss Pope, and today for the virtual Spirit Week, because they're doing virtual Spirit Week, in case you didn't know. So yesterday was Pajama Day, which I'm sure everybody's had that. And so today is Team Day, and of course I've got my orange on. And so we're going to use our song this morning to do our beat. To find beat and to get everything going. We're using Rocky Top. Of course we are. So, I'm sorry to those of you of my students that don't enjoy Rocky Top. It's okay. We need to venture out just a little bit. So, we're going to use a little Rocky Top this morning to find some steady beat. Okay, are y'all ready? Yes! And hopefully we get to hear that pretty soon, right? We hope to. Okay, so find your beat. Today we're just going to clap and do some movement. We got it. Okay, real loud. Y'all got to do it real loud. Ready? Go big orange. Okay. Go Vols go. That's what they do at the end of it. Right? Because we gotta go. Okay. So, good morning. Hope everybody got a little warm up and a workout. I hope you guys are doing really good. I just want to remind you of a couple of things real quick before we get into our lesson today. Number one, please, if you've not been checking the Google Classroom that Related Arts has set up, please go and do that. All of your Related Arts teachers are setting things up on Google Classroom. And if you don't have the code is actually on the Portal, which is on the Appison website. And it's Appison, APISON HCDE.org. And go to the Portal, and there's all kinds of stuff listed in the Portal. But find where it says Related Arts, and there is our Google Classroom code, and you can go on the Google Classroom and check out all the different things. I've put some links up there, not just me, but all of us have put some links up there to some different music. Mr. Huey's got some stuff going, Miss Purcell's got some stuff, Coach Waller's got stuff, we've all got stuff going on that. So make sure that you're checking it out and staying intact with everything that we're doing. And that's also a great way that you guys can email us. So we can have, when you put a comment on that page, it sends an email to whomever you comment to. And somebody, one of us, will respond back to you. So depending on who's got the time at the moment and what we're all getting into. But at some point we will respond. Also, please know that you can email us anytime via the Appison webpage. There's a place at the top where it says staff. And you can go on there. I think it says staff directory, actually. You can go on there and you can look us up. You can email us directly and it'll come straight to us, and we'll respond back to you. And so we can have a little bit of a communication happen in that way too. And your Related Arts team, we've always got something cooking. So we've got something that's going to be coming out hopefully pretty soon. Something fun. So just kind of be on the lookout for that, and we'll be sending that out. When we get it all finalized and approved and everything, I'll put it on the YouTube channel. I'll also put it in the Google Classroom. We'll put it on the website. We'll send it out with your teachers, so that you guys that want to connect with us and need to connect with us, you can do that. All right. So yesterday, I just want to recap real fast. Yesterday we looked at beat and rhythm, and hopefully we distinguished, as a review, the difference between the two. And so beat is very, very similar to your heartbeat. The beat of the music is very similar to our heartbeat. So when the music goes fast, then the heartbeat's going to go fast. Just like when you're out running and jumping and doing whatever, your heartbeat goes fast too. The same thing happens in music. And when the music slows down, your heartbeat slows down too, just like when you guys are sleeping or resting. Your heartbeat rests as well. It never stops, but it does rest. Okay, and so that's the same thing that happens with our music that we listen to also. And so yesterday we listened to Gene Kelly. We did his Singing in the Rain. And so I want to take just a minute. I know I'm talking a lot today, I'm sorry. We'll get to some singing and movement here in just a minute. But I do want to take a minute because I do, in music class, you guys know, we talk a little bit about the artist and the people that we listen to. So I do want to kind of throw that at you just real quick, just some fun facts. Because I know you guys always ask me these crazy questions. And I'm like, I don't know. We're just looking it up. So just real quick. So yesterday we listened to Gene Kelly. And he was an American-Irish dancer, actor, a film. He was an actor on film and the stage. Okay, in television, he was a singer, a film producer, a director, a screenwriter, comedian, and a choreography. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. He did a lot of stuff in his lifetime. He was born in 1912, August 23rd, because y'all always ask me, what day? August 23rd, 1912. And he died February 2nd of 1996. So he was, I'm going to say, he was 83 years old when he died. So y'all can do the math and check me out, but I'm pretty sure he was 83. Okay, so, because y'all always ask me these questions. He was born in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, and he graduated from Pittsburgh. So those of you that are Pitts fans, woo! Okay, so, and then when he died, he was living in Beverly Hills, California, which, you know, that's where all the actors go, or especially during that time, that's where all the actors went. So he was known for many movies that he did, and on-stage presence that he did. And so, of course, some of those I talked about yesterday, Singing in the Rain, An American in Paris, On the Town, and An Invitation to Dance. He was married 3 times, and he had 3 children. And to my knowledge, again, you can look it up, but I was trying to look because y'all always ask me, none of those children became actors or actresses. But if I'm wrong, because I know y'all like to prove me wrong, you can put that in the comments and let me know. Okay. All right. And so yesterday with the big kids, we also looked at some rhythm. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into the lesson with my little friends real quick. I'm going to teach the song. And then big friends, we're going to go back and review some too. All right. So I told you all that I'm videoing from my music room in my house, and you've kind of just seen a little piece of that. And so I'm going to take you, I think, on a little video tour of my music room. So let's see if I can flip it around. Oh, there we go. It did work. Okay, good. Okay, so this instrument right here, this is a hammered dulcimer. Okay, I'm not going to show you my whole room because it's a little messy. But anyway, so this is a hammered dulcimer. And you can see on the top there, these little things right here. Ooh, see, you hear that? These little things, that's the hammer. Okay, and so you use it this way. And I'm not proficient at the hammered dulcimer. But anyway, that's how that works, and it needs to be tuned really bad. And so hopefully, maybe while I'm quarantined, I can tune some of this and get it back on where it needs to be. But anyway, the knots on the hammer dulcimer, those are actually called love knots. And this hammer dulcimer was made for me and my husband, but he doesn't play. But for me, when it was an engagement present when Mr. Pope and I got married. So my sister had that made for us. And I do have a stand. And so I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it in my music room. So, okay. And so then I told you guys I have 2 pianos. So here's one of them. Okay. And I don't have the lid on it right now because I'm actually refurbishing it. So here is one. And so real quickly, because this is pretty cool, because we have been studying string instruments. Here's the inside of my baby grand piano. And I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can kind of see how big it is. Okay. And again, I'm refurbishing it. So there's some dust still in there. I haven't cleaned everything out, but there's like the hammers. That's pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. And the strings. And so I have cleaned up some of the brass on there. And we've polished some of the outside of it. But I've got to get, before I put the lid back on, I got to get a friend to come out and tune it for me. So there's that. And then on the other side, because I told you I have 2 pianos, this is my piano. And so this is, and I call it my piano because it was purchased for me by my mom and dad when I was 5. And so this one is also a little out of tune, but I've had it, oh goodness, 38 years now. Okay, so now everybody knows how old I am, so, but that's okay. But anywho, and in order to tune it, this part right here, it lifts up. And then this part here, the console pops out. And so that's how they get into tune that. So I have to clean it all off when they go to tune that. Okay, and then over here I do have some guitars. One of those is my dad's guitar when he was younger, and one of those is a guitar that I came into, and one of those is a guitar that Mr. Pope bought me. So, anywho, so there's that. And that's about all my instruments in here. I'm not going to go any further because the rest of it is, you know, kind of a mess. Because I'm still putting stuff up in my music room. So, now my Apples and Peeps, you have had, I'm going to flip you back around so you can see me now. Hi! So now you've had a little tour of Miss Pope's music room. I want to ask some questions though about my tour. So my pianos are part of one instrument family, and my hammer, dulcimer, and my guitars are part of another instrument family. And so for my young friends, we've been talking about instrument families, and so I want you to take just a minute and think about it. Now remember, the pianos, they have two. They have 2. That's the only clue I'm going to give you. They have 2 families that they are a part of, and there's reasoning behind both of those. So at this moment, I want you to pause and think about what 2 families would the pianos be a part of, and then what one family would the hammer, dulcimer, and the guitars be a part of, because they're actually part of the same family. So you can pause for just a minute, think about it, and then I'm going to give you the answer in just a second. Okay, while you're thinking, let's learn a song. So my song today is going to go with tempo. Let's talk about that word. Tempo is speed, how fast or how slow something is, okay? And we've done several songs throughout the year where we've gotten a little bit faster and we've slowed it down a little bit. So today I'm going to use the song Long-Legged Sailor, okay? And so on the words long, we're gonna make long arms, okay? And I can't get all the way into my screen. So anyway, we're gonna make long arms, big arms, long arms, okay? And then on the word sailor, this way. And then for life, we're just gonna, put our hands over our hearts like that. So every time you hear the word long, we're going out. Sailor, we're coming in. And then over our hearts. Okay, so my song goes like that. I'm going to start slow. That tempo, I'm going to start slow. So you can learn the song. Here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. Okay, so that's our song. And guess what? We're going to speed up. Okay, are you ready? So now that you know it, you sing with me, we're going to keep it slow. And then we're going to go, let's say 4 times. And each time we're going to get faster and faster and faster. Okay? All right, ready? Slow this time. And then here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. All right, you've got it. So now we're going to do 4 times. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go faster each time. Okay, are you ready? We're going to see if Miss Pope can do it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. All right, ready? Here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. All right, second time. Ready? A little bit faster. Ready? Here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. 3. A little bit faster. Ready? Here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. Ooh, I got confused that time. Okay, 4 times. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Did you ever in your long-legged life meet a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife? No, I never in my long-legged life met a long-legged sailor with a long-legged wife. Whew. Okay. I didn't think I was going to make it. I got confused. Okay, so at this point, my younger friends, my little peoples, you can stop. And hey, guess what, parents? They can keep going with the song. They can see how fast they can go, and they can do it all day long. Woo! So they'll drive me crazy with the long-legged sailor, as if we're not already there, right? And they can also go slower. So remind them of that. They can slow it down. I don't know which would be worse. Really, really slow or really, really fast. But either way, it can happen. And again, the word that we use is tempo. Tempo is your speed. Oh, little people, before you sign off, and this goes for big people too. So here's the answers to my questions. My question was, what 2 instrument families did the piano fall in? And the answer to that is strings, because it has strings, and percussion. And it has percussion on there because remember, a percussive instrument is any instrument that you can hit, scrape, or shake. Now, you cannot shake a piano, and you cannot scrape a piano. Well, I guess you could scrape across this. Yeah, but let's not do that. Okay. So, but you hit it. And there's 2 forms of hitting on the piano. One is when you push down the key. And the second one is inside. There's a little teeny tiny hammer. And when you push the key down, this little teeny tiny hammer, it goes down and it strikes the string. Okay? So there's 2 forms of hitting for piano. So that's what makes it percussive. And then, of course, obviously, it has strings. Okay, because the design, especially of my baby grand that I showed you, the design is based after a harp. They basically took an upstanding harp, turned it sideways, and put it in a box. And then you have the Baby Grand. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other orchestra family for my hammer, dulcimer, and my guitar, the answer is strings. It's a string only. Those are string only instruments because they only have strings. So, now technically with the hammer, dulcimer, if we want to get technical, because I don't want people leaving me comments in my comment section going, well, but you can hit the hammer, dulcimer. Yes, you can. So if you want to make that argument that it is also a percussive instrument, I am for it because, yeah, you can hit the hammer, dulcimer. Okay? So strings, percussion, we're covered. All right? The one thing we do know is they're not woodwinds and they're not brass. Okay? Because we're not going to blow in those. Okay. The word today was tempo. Tempo is the speed, how fast and how slow. And so moms and dads, if you want to continue using that word, you could utilize that with, different activities that you need your students to do. Your tempo for your work that needs to be completed. It could be fast, it could be slow. However, you need to utilize those, okay? All right, so this, the last few days, we have covered beat and rhythm. We have covered tempo today, okay? So beat, rhythm, and tempo. Do you see a pattern here? And tomorrow we're going to cover another word, okay? So I'm heading through the musical elements. These are all elements that are utilized in all forms of music, okay? So as it's written. All right, our composer we looked at today, actually yesterday, was Gene Kelly. And then today we listened to Rocky Top. It was actually played, that was a recording that I got, that was actually played by the UT band, woo woo. And so I will add a link for those of you that just really love it in the playlist, under our school playlist. And so you can play that as many times as you need to, because sometimes that makes us happy. And we need a lot of happy on this yucky rainy day. All right, so I do want to end with another song, because we do need some happy. We need some happy. So I'm going to end with a happy song. And so as we're ending, you can find your beat along with us. Remember, you can utilize rhythm sticks, okay? If we're needing something tangible to hold, because some of us need some, take your unsharpened pencils, okay, side to side, and you can do all kind of movement, dancing, shaking, whatever you need to do with your beat. Okay, so let's do a little happy as we're ending, and have a fantastic day today, guys. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. We can do a quick beat. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness guys. I'm going to end it right there. Y'all have a fantabulous day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.